Aloha! Ron here with Holoholo Adventures. I am the dad of Holoholo Adventures, and today we are going to go kayaking to the Wailua Sacred Falls. Not Secret Falls, Sacred Falls.
So Ron took a tour with Kayak Kauai, and this tour offers a paddle and hike in the Wailua River area. So this is a guided 5-hour tour. That's right, this is a 5-hour tour. So you definitely need to be able to be moving those arms and then later hiking.
If I can remember right, I want to say the paddling was about 2 miles and the hike was also around 1 to 2 miles.
The hike can be moderate to challenging, so just be aware of that. This is ideal for active families. There is an age restriction on this tour, so do not take children under 5 years of age. And if you are 16 years old and under, you do need to be accompanied by an adult.
As you're going up the river, our guide was pointing out several spots that movies were shot at and famous people's houses who lived there. So our guide was really awesome. When I do these tours, I always feel like I'm either in Jurassic Park or Kong, and I'm always waiting for something to jump out. So we're coming up to the point where we'll park our canoes and start hiking to Sacred Falls. The water here is pretty shallow. You can see the bottom, and in fact there was one area where kind of bottomed out. So now that your arms are sore, let's make our legs sore. Gotta start walking and traversing through all this. It was pretty cool though. You'll see some cool features out here. You will get wet on this tour. I promise you that. You will come back and your shoes will be soaked, and you will see why. This is the first of several water obstacles that you will be crossing. On this one, they do have a rope for you to help keep your balance. For those of you who do not know, during the wintertime it is Hawaii's rainy season. And our guide was telling us that there has been several times where they've done this hike and rain came out of nowhere, which is not uncommon here. And it caused a flash flood. And they've actually had to call in helicopters to pick up everybody to get them back because they couldn't cross any of the water crossings.
The things that are included with this tour. So you do get a state certified and trained in water safety guide, which is awesome. You definitely need that for 5 hours of kayaking and hiking. You do get a personal flotation device. You do have the items you need to sit the kayak on top of your vehicle. You do also borrow a water resistant bag. And they also give you walking sticks for your hike. So a couple things to note is that you would have to meet at their main location at the Wailua River Marina location. From there, you would actually have to put the kayak on your car. So just be aware of that. The kayak is normally a double kayak, but they do offer single kayaks as well. The Wailua River became the center of activity for early Hawaiians. and is known as one of Hawaii's 2 most sacred places. So things to note is that at night, they say that you can hear ancient drumming.
And there we go, everyone. We're here, Sacred Falls. Look at that little thing. Nah, just joking. It's way bigger than that. This is actually one of the waterfalls that feeds off of Sacred Falls. But, little history here. Sacred Falls is where the royalty would go to bathe. And then everybody else, I believe, would bathe down here. And they believed that if they bathed in the royalty's bath water, it was good for them. And there it is. I asked the tour guide when we got there, I'm like, so every morning do they come and turn on the waterfall? And he told me yes and left. So when you finally get to Sacred Falls, your tour guide does have sandwiches, chips, and cookies and drinks with him. Also, when you get there, you can go swimming at the falls. The water is cold. I put my foot in it. I didn't feel like going swimming because shortly later, right after this, I had to shoot to the airport to catch a flight back to Oahu, and I was trying not to have a suitcase full of wet clothes. Well, my clothes were wet already. I had wet shoes, mud. Yeah, it was a disaster in that suitcase. My suggestion is, don't do this on a day that you gotta fly. So after about 45 minutes, I believe, of staying at Sacred Falls, you start making your track back. It is a little easier coming back when you're paddling. You are going with the current instead of going against it when you're getting there, so it's not as long. If you like this kind of content, please like, share, comment, subscribe. See you next time. Mahalo!